know if a dating quiz is the best distraction from the disaster you've made of your life. But hey, what do I know? You're the one in charge here, Jala. You'd better answer honestly, though. You can't keep any secrets from me.
If people are gonna stare, it should be for the right reasons. No way I'd go on a second date.
Oh, sure. What's the point of a romantic partner if they're not a status symbol?
I like my space. That's just my personality, okay?
Huh. I didn't know sarcasm and emotional repression counted as a personality.
You just put a smile on your face and say it back, right?
Not if you don't mean it.
But maybe I do. I mean, how do you know how you feel really? Sometimes you just have to decide, right? Make a plan. Carry it through. Fake it till you make it.
This is why your romantic life is a trash fire.
I probably had at least 3 backup plans, so yeah, no biggie.
Speaking of plans,
Holy hell!
are you ever planning to call me back, Jala? I haven't heard your voice in 6 months. Your sister's such a bore. Good thing you have me instead.
You're the same person.
We're really not. You imagined me with her face, but I'm the voice inside your head. I know things about you she could never begin to understand. We're way closer than sisters, Jala.
I want to be the best.
But your best is never enough.
And whose fault is that, Ma?
We put too much pressure on you, Jala. No wonder you cracked.
Just say you're disappointed, Appa. I know you are. I let everyone down.
Ouch. Still think it's a good idea to go home? They all hate you, Jala. Can you blame them?
Shut up.
Ugh, fine. Guess I'll leave you to skate away your feelings.
That's none of your business.
Just answer the question, Jala.
Tyler?
Don't I deserve an answer? Isn't that why you're on a bus back home? Because you owe me an answer?
Yeah. You're right.
Did you love me, Jala?
I'm not really sure I know what love is.
That's the first honest thing you've said to me in years. I loved you, Jala, but you already knew that. You broke my heart.
Before the results, why don't we just ask your exes what they think of you? Should be illuminating.
Selfish, liar, arrogant, cruel,
cheater,
heartless.
But have you ever asked yourself why you need to be liked so much? Timber Hills, our hometown. I still don't get why we're back here. You're like a serial killer driven to return to the scene of the crime.
I left things messy, but I didn't actually murder anyone.
Just your parents' hopes and dreams.
I know.
Come to think of it, you kinda died here. The person you were supposed to be did, anyway. Coming back here was a mistake.
I have a lot of practice making mistakes. Maybe I'm getting good at them.
You're being selfish. As usual. I don't know why I even bother trying to help you. You're hopeless. We can't hang out at the diner all night. You need to call someone to give you a ride home. Who's it gonna be?
Aruni's probably still up.
That's gonna go well. You haven't called her in months. Why would you? You have me to talk to instead. I'm clearly the superior version.
But crucially, you can't drive a car.
Wow. Way to rub it in. You think I like only existing in your head?
I could call home and hope that Dad picks up instead of Mom.
It's after 10 p.m. What if you give Dad a heart attack?
Mom's had him on a low-cholesterol diet since we were kids.
You really want to test that? You know he sneaks cashew nuts from the cupboard when she's not looking.
Maybe I should just call Tyler and get it over with.
I mean, yes, Tyler's your ex-bestie, but she's also your ex. The ex. And given the way you ended things...
She probably hates my guts.
Probably.
Okay, she definitely hates me.
Sorry, sis. The truth hurts, but it'll set you free. Jala, remember when I said coming back here was a mistake? Is it a good time to say I told you so?
What? Already?
I hope you're ready for some long-delayed emotional catharsis. Because your third-grade boyfriend just walked in the door.
Sergio?
You look surprised to see me, Jala. Or are you just admiring the view?
You look ready for a Bollywood close-up, and I feel like an extra in a bad horror movie. Way to make a girl feel inadequate.
What? No, you look gorgeous. As always.
One of these days, we really have to talk about your susceptibility to cheap flattery.
So, it's been a while.
3 years, 2 months, and 14 days. Did I just say that out loud?
I take everything back. This is the most fun I've had in months. Sergio's had it bad for Jala since Mrs. Garcia made them project partners in 3rd grade. His crush survived the geography club after-school incident, puberty, and Jala's extremely public on-again, off-again romance with Tyler all through high school. His thirst is kind of pathetic, but you can't deny he has stamina.
Anyway, how's Jennifer?
Probably in Seattle with her new girlfriend.
Or in hell, with any luck.
You're single? Seriously? Would you believe I am too? Oh!
Come on, Sergio. Let's dance.
Did I mention I spent a year abroad? I learned a lot of new moves in Milan.
I hope you're ready, because I have a few new moves of my own.
What do I have to lose?
Your dignity? Oh, wait. Just remember, Jala. There are no winners in a psychodrama battle with your 3rd grade boyfriend. Only losers. Just kidding. You could both win the prize of friendship and emotional maturity. How does that sound?
Actually, kind of nice.
Oh, look, you're growing as a person already.
Indeed. Indeed. You turned me down at prom. I'm not. I still think about our first kiss. You remember? On the trip to the Seattle Aquarium in 3rd grade. It was so magical. Our lips touching, bathed in the blue-green light of the tank, surrounded by moon.
You told everybody in 3rd grade exactly how magical it was. It was mortifying.
I didn't know it was a secret.
I mean, You were such a weedy little nerd back then.
Were you ashamed of me? Is that why you ignored me all through middle school?
Maybe. But I'm not ignoring you now.
My mom says I'm irresistible, and my mom is always right. 3rd grade was pretty traumatic for me, you know? My parents got divorced, my dad left town.
And never really looked back. His mom spoiled him rotten to make up for it, which didn't work, obviously.
You're the only good thing I can remember from that time. We shared something special, Jala. And deep down, I know you feel the same way too. And I'm not gonna let you ruin it. My dad says I should seize every opportunity. My mom says she sees girls look at me everywhere I go. But you're the only one I have eyes for.
Then maybe you need to get your eyes checked.
Hey, Jala, have you noticed Sergio's really thirsty for you? You should try using that to your advantage.
Indeed.
Are we flirting or are we fighting?
Why not both?
You don't fool me. I see the scared little boy hiding behind all that swagger.
Indeed.
You really think you have a chance with me? I'm actually amazing.
Guess what, Jala? I've been training with your Auntie Chandra.
Auntie Chandra would never let you skip leg day.
Bulky legs would ruin the fall of my pants. I'm going for a more elegant silhouette.
Why do mediocre...
Because we run it.
Oh, yeah.
Your dad's been giving me mustache grooming tips. Is it paying off?
It's every girl's dream to date a man who takes grooming tips from her father.
Right? I thought you'd like it. Oh.
When are you gonna grow up and be your own person?
I always get what I want. Just ask my mom. And you don't? Just talk to my mom. She'll tell you why I'm perfect. Can't deny we look good together, Jala. Think about it. You and me, we could run this whole town. Or at the very least, my dad's used car empire.
That's your dream, not mine. Why would I want to run this shitty town? I ran away from it the moment I could.
Because you didn't have me at your side.
You can't buy your way into everything, you know.
Maybe not everything, but you'd be surprised what you can put a price on.
That's the most depressing thing I've heard all week. And trust me when I say, I've had a really depressing week.
See? That's exactly what I need in my life, Jala. Someone to tell me the truth. Even when I don't want to hear it. I can't let you go again. Been waiting a long time to get a few things off my chest. I love you, Jala. I have loved you since our hands met reaching for the same tub of lime green Play-Doh in 3rd grade.
Lovely? This is the longest conversation we've had in over a decade.
Yeah? And whose fault is that?
Yours, because you're so catastrophically weird when we do talk.
This thing between us, it's real, Jala. And I'm gonna prove it to ya.
What the hell? I can't make a dent.
This is Sergio's inner world. In here, he's the person he desperately wishes he could be out there. Cool, smooth, invulnerable to attack.
Impeccably waxed.
Focus. If you want to get anywhere, you have to shatter that invulnerability by summoning a terrifying psychological specter. Like most South Asian men, all it takes to destroy Sergio's ego is a single word from his mom. But since we can't bring her into this, we have to summon the next best thing. Our mom.
Indeed.
Chapel! No! Mom into this!
You started it!
I guess it's a good sign. You want me to meet your parents.
With all the toxic masculinity Sergio's got going on, I kind of suspect he'd be really easy to put into a rage. Try it.
Indeed.
Didn't you have a shrine of me in your locker in middle school? The janitor made you throw it out at the end of the semester.
That wasn't a shrine. It was a tasteful collection of basketball memorabilia.
Indeed.
Do you like the fact that I stick around even when you insult me?
Why don't we talk about what it says about you?
I think it says something about both of us, actually.
Am I agreeing with Sergio? I think I need to lie down.
I used to think everyone was wrong about you, Jala. But you know what? They're right. You're heartless.
Indeed.
Oh!
You were kind of sweet when you were following me around at school.
And now?
And now? You're more of a savory snack.
Do you get off on emasculating me, Jala? I bet's not to me.
It's time for you to leave grade school behind, Sergio.
I'm starting to feel a little woozy.
Kinda busy right now.
Hey, genius, if you go down, I go down too, so you better do something about it.
Indeed. Indeed.
Wow, Sergio, you've come a long way since gym class.
I'm sorry I came on so strong, Jala. I've had this fantasy of you in my head for so long. It's time I got to know the real you. I'm ready to move on if you are.
I'm glad we figured that out. 'Cause I kinda need a favor.
Where's the emergency? You told me one of the neighborhood cats got run over.
Yeah, about that. I lied.
So I take it you didn't get me an interview with one of the skate punks?
No, better. Sergio has some big news.
Jala's back! She's in Timber Hills. And she's not with Jennifer anymore.
Who could have seen that coming?
So what?
So, we're all Jala's exes. I thought everyone would want to know.
Jellybeans is back? That is big news.
So, did you confess your love, or did you throw up before you got the words out?
I did. Confess, I mean. Not throw up. Sorry, Tyler. I know you two have your whole big doomed romance thing.
Had. There's a crater where we used to be. It's extinct. I'm over her.
Whatever, Tyler. I'm gonna make her fall for me, and then crush her.
That doesn't sound very emotionally healthy.
Oh, what isn't healthy about long overdue revenge for being humiliated in middle school by your first crush?
Ooh, fiery and gorgeous. How have we never met before? I'd remember you.
Down, boy. She doesn't play for your team.
I was thinking we could all get closure. Maybe even be friends.
Oh, wait, you're joking, right? The rest of you can do whatever the hell you like, but trust me on this. The last thing I want is to be Jala Jairatna's friend.